We all want to make money, but many of us, the behavior we have when we have money is what is keeping us poor. You may be earning a high income as a salary or even as a business person, but you have one big problem. You have no idea where your money is going. In this particular video, I want to show you 7 different things that you need to get rid of if you want to keep your money. And if you actually want to build your wealth, these are habits that you have to let go of. Let's get those credits rolling. Habit number 1 is gambling. And this actually applies to so many things. This can be if you're getting into investments that you don't know of, or if you get into those get rich quick schemes. Some of you are betting on sports or buying the lottery, all things like this. The truth of the matter is there is a very high chance that you'll most likely lose your money if you get into gambling and if you're participating in lottery. So that's the first thing that you need to stop doing. If you are any particular place, you need to have budgeted for your money. And what gambling actually teaches you is you throw your money at any particular place. So that's the first thing that you need to get rid of if you want to start making money and to stop being poor. The number 2 thing that you need to stop doing is buying of expensive discretional items. This can be clothes, this can be drinks, all this. Most of it is usually not even budgeted for. So one of the things that people need to understand is you do not need to have the very latest in anything. As long as whatever you are using is making sense, you can stay with that and you'll still be okay. One of the biggest pressures that we give ourselves is the fact that we buy these things to impress other people. And there's a quote that I love that says something to the effect that we buy things to impress the people we do not even like. Why should people care if you have the latest shoe, the latest Air Jordans going for 35,000 shillings when you haven't even invested any of the money that you have made? If you leave all these unnecessary expenses, if you don't go just out every single weekend buying the most expensive drinks, then you most likely will be able to have money to put into investments. And that leads me to number 3, which is takeout and eating out. So many people, Monday to Monday, are always eating out. And this, if you look at your expenses, would really be expensive for you, and that money would have actually been used for investment. Look at this. If you can be able to buy 100 shares simply on an app like MPESA, which I'll put in the description below, you can actually be able to slowly by slowly start investing in companies, whether here in Kenya or abroad, and you can even start trading if you want to on that particular app. Instead, so many people want sherehe iko wapi leo. That particular attitude is what is stopping you from using that money to generate more money. Consumption is what eats into your future, and it would make more sense to be able to put money aside now so that you can actually enjoy even more later. This is not saying that all going out is bad, but if you're able to set aside a particular amount of money so that you use that and that's it for that particular month, and not just doing it haphazardly and sometimes going overboard, then you can actually have a better quality of life as you are trying to build your future. Number 4 has to do with a very hidden way that we are losing money a lot, and that is through bank charges and mobile money charges. If you are able to save money here, then all these small expenses actually build up. The exercise I'd give you is go into your statement that you receive every month from your mobile money or from your bank and just calculate how much you are spending just in bank charges. This is what I would advise you to do. If you can, withdraw the money that you need to use for a particular period, say a week or the next 2 weeks, and have it in cash. This actually enables you to stay within budget, and you can actually see where your money is going. The tendency is that once you have your money on mobile money, or you have it in your bank account, or worse, even having it on a credit card, it actually makes you spend it a bit faster than you would have, because you don't feel that pinch of your money actually going. So this is something that you need to actually look at, because all these expenses by the end of the year, they really add up. And sometimes if you do your calculation well and you do just one good transaction, maybe a withdrawal or a transfer, once you do that, you can be able to save and not spend on every single transaction. In fact, what you can actually check is on your mobile money, since the companies already know that most people spend between 0 and 1500, that is where they actually get you. Those transactions where you're charged for every single transaction that you're doing, that is where the money actually gets lost. And if you can avoid sending money, especially to mobile numbers or pay bills, if you can use a till number so that you're actually spending just that amount. But I hope you understand that banks and mobile money companies, they are there to make money. And so they know you're spending, and that is the reason why they put the charges as they do. So you can actually get back some of your money in this particular way. Number 5 way that you're probably losing money is by getting a car that you cannot afford. Many people, especially the ones who are employed and you have a pay slip, you will find car dealers coming to you, or even your employer talking about car loans. And everywhere you look within this country, you'll actually see car dealers telling you, you'll pay this small amount and then pay the rest in 48 months, not understanding that if you cannot be able to afford, 1, the car payments, and 2, the expenses that come with the car, then that car is not for you. For so many people, just sticking with public transportation and sometimes doing cab once in a while would actually be a more feasible way of going around. For there are other people where having a car is a necessity, then just buy what you can be able to afford and pay for. You don't need to buy the latest Lexus 15 million car. You just need to buy something that is reasonable, does not have a lot of expenses when it comes to repair, gets you from point A to point B. It does not have to be the 2023 version. All you are doing is being smart with the decisions that you're making so that you can be able to put this money that you're saving on the side and make your money there as well. And number 6 way that many people are wasting money is by staying in places they cannot afford. If you go around this country, if you go around this town of Nairobi, you'll find that 2 bedrooms in a particular estate is probably 50,000 or 60,000. And you go to another estate and you find it's at 30,000, 40,000. And there are places where a 2-bedroom house is at 15,000. So what you actually need to do, this is what you need to do. You need to sit down. There are 2 main expenses that go hand in hand. One is the rent and the second is transportation. If you can be able to balance the 2, then you can actually make better decisions when it comes to where exactly will you live. Because it's possible for you to find a house, 2-bedroom house at 90,000 shillings, but in a different side of town, you'd probably be paying for a 2-bedroom house, almost new, same size as the other one. It's just that the prestige of the estate is mostly what many people are looking for. And that's what you need to step away from. Remember that your financial journey is your personal journey. Whatever you are going through, don't care about other people and what they may think and what they may say. We are not in that era anymore. You need to take control of your finances and take control of them now. In a future video, I will show you how to be able to place a budget so that you can start your journey to making wealth, actually going the extra mile and building a portfolio that you can use. And I'll see you in the next one.